Last video I was sharing with you guys, I think you guys might saw, I was talking about capacity of the man. So I want to touch on that before I go on to what I want to talk about today, because I think it's very important. Talk about the complexities of a man. A man has a certain capacity that he received from God when he's born. A certain capacity that he receives from God when he is born. When you go back to Genesis, of course, man was created and then woman was taken out of man, right? So she became a subset of what God had created himself when he blew into Adam, right? So he being connected, he has a certain capacity. You have the capacity that God has given you. You have the capacity that God has given you. The capacity goes beyond what you could even phantom. But you get that connection, you get that capacity connection from Him. Just like the person who creates the engine, the type of engine. That type of engine has a capacity. He dictated the capacity of that engine. The engine doesn't dictate the capacity of itself. Now, it doesn't have to reach all that capacity, but it has the ability to reach the capacity that it's been given. Now, why is capacity so important, I feel? Okay, capacity is so important because of this. If we continue to live this life, absorbing a lot of things that we should not absorb, it eats up our capacity. Okay, it eats up our capacity. So then, when we get to a point where we need to absorb a certain level of capacity to accomplish a certain thing, we can't do it. We struggle doing it, and then struggling doing it, it creates all kinds of challenges. So let's look at this. Let's like an email, Outlook, right? Account or something, right? An email account has a certain capacity. You just can't go beyond it. It's set, right? So now let's see you gather all this data, all this information, all these emails, and all these different other subfolders and such, and now your capacity is limited. You have a little left. But now you meet a woman that's compatible with where you're going in life, and God presents her to you, and you want to date her, you want to court her, and what you do, and you decide to continue a relationship on with her, you decide to get engaged, now you want to join with her. Now, this woman has her own folder, her own caption of all the things that she's experienced in life, all the things she's absorbed and gathered, she had them with her. If you gather her onto yourself and you don't have the correct capacity to absorb it, what happens? In the natural, your email account lag. You can't see some emails. Some emails come in late. You can't generate emails to send out. All this stuff starts to happen. And eventually, if it gets so bad, what happens? The account just shuts down. That's why capacity is important. And I can't get no more into that because that's not what I'm trying to do. But it was very important to share with you guys. Understand the capacity. See, what happens is we have to work on ourselves, and that's what we're talking about right here. That's why I'm sharing this, because it's so important to work on ourselves, to look and see what we need to do to help ourselves on a regular basis. This is something that should continue to do until we see the face of God. We continue to do this to better ourselves. But once we do this on a regular basis, it frees up that capacity. And now when that person comes into our life, we have the capacity to absorb it. And not only just absorb it, but then move the stuff that don't need to be there. Just like when that person comes to your life, they help you move the stuff that you don't need in there. So all it comes together into one great account. Capacity is very important to understand and to know. All right, so that's enough of that. Thank you guys for joining. So we're talking about a great man. And this is not a huge expository. That's not what we do here. All right. Could it be at some point? Yeah, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're sharing information that's hoping to prick you enough, because it's pricking me, prick you enough to kind of examine yourself, kind of see where you are, what's going on, what you can do, what you shouldn't do, what you need to do more of, all that kind of stuff. That's what we talk about being better. So as I continue to prick myself, examine myself, hey, guess what? I come on this platform, this channel, and I share with you guys. Is that okay? That's okay. Hey, like, share. Remember, like, share, and definitely subscribe. We love our subscribers.